My country people, na good morning. Na welcome to the morning spotlight. Today we get ogbonge news headlines for una and one very special segment to jolly your day. My name na Courage Oluwakemi Yusuf.
And I am Joy Egogun. Yes, we are thrilled to have you here with us today. So sit comfortably, relax, as we'll be right back after the short break.
TV. Tune in for fantastic, intriguing updates right at your fingertips. The Morning Spotlight every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live.
Now, news headline from the Punch newspaper. Ogun trains 300 women in vocational skills. In a bid to make women and youth financially independent, the Ogun state government, through the state government Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, has trained over 300 women in various vocational skills. The state government on Tuesday distributed sewing machines, locally made ovens, pedicure boxes, stoning machines, industrial burners, among others, to the trained women. They were trained in vocational skills such as fashion designing, catering, cosmetology, beauty care, amongst others. This is just as the government noted that over 20,000 people have benefited so far from its scheme aimed at fighting poverty and unemployment in the states.
Breaking: music icon Oyinka Onwenu dies at 72. Legendary Nigerian singer and actress Oyinka Onwenu has reportedly died at the age of 72. She was said to have died on Tuesday night at the Redington Hospital in Lagos after slumping at the birthday party of Mrs. Stella Okoli. The NIT reported that an eyewitness who was at the party confirmed the news. Onyeka Onwenu just performed at the birthday of Mrs. Stella Okoli today, Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, and after performing, she slumped. She was taken to Redington Hospital and she couldn't make it, the eyewitness said. However, the deceased family has yet to announce her death as of press time. Onwenu will be remembered for her music albums such as In the Morning Light and Dancing in the Sun.
Yes, Oyinka Owenu is a legendary song artist. She's a songwriter and she's also a politician. She has sung a lot of songs from the 1980s till date. Her latest song is as follows: the Merry Christmas, Living Music, Walk Right Back, and Help, etc. She also affected life positively with her music and her songs, even her movies. She has acted a lot of movies in the Nollywood industry. So now to the Nation News headlines. It says that First Lady distributes 1,750 bags of rice in Oyo. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, in collaboration with Office of the Wife of Oyo State Governor, yesterday distributed 1,750 bags of rice to the vulnerable residents and the less privileged across the 33 local government areas of the state. It was part of the First Lady's efforts to reduce hunger among the vulnerable populace. Mrs. Tinubu had earlier distributed free notebooks to the students in public schools across the state. The palliatives, which took place in Ibadan, the state capital, was aimed at providing relief to those affected by the current economic hardship. Mrs. Tinubu, who was represented by the wife of the Oyo State Governor, Mrs. Tamuno Makinde, said the Renew Hope Initiative Women Agriculture Support, Education and Social Investment Program was part of the federal government's efforts to alleviate poverty and hunger. The First Lady said the federal government was committed to ensuring that no Nigeria goes to bed hungry, hence the distribution of the rice. Mrs. Makinde urged the beneficiaries not to divert the rice as she prayed for quick improvement in the country's economic situation. According to her, the rice distribution was part of Mrs. Tinubu's nationwide initiative to provide relief to Nigerians affected by hunger and poverty. The beneficiaries, who included widows, orphans, and elderly, expressed gratitude to the First Lady for the kind gesture.
Now, I don't want to be a killjoy to what the president's wife has done. In fact, she has done something worthy of emulation. But why you be saying that now, at this untimely state
Yes, this is so
in the
untimely,
country,
yes,
that she's doing this? I mean, why are they trying to turn Nigeria into a refugee country where they just hand out bags of rice to, I think,
Sort a problem.
1,750 bags of rice to sort a problem? That is not what we need in the country. People are dying of hunger. Now, she did just this in Oyo State. What about other states in the country that needs this help?
Here in Nigeria.
There are some states in the country that have been displaced by floods. They are unable to go to the market. They are unable to go to their working places to earn a living for themselves. And she's just sharing 1,750 bags of rice at this point in time in this country. Out of the millions of Nigerians, or 750 Nigerians be able to benefit from this. It's untimely. Now we say the protest won't happen tomorrow. Is she trying to buy the citizens? Is she trying to buy them or convince them not to go out to protest?
Maybe she just wants to comfort us.
It's untimely, though. It's untimely. I'm sorry to say
After
that.
eating the rice, what next?
What
The problem
next?
continues. The hunger continues.
Exactly.
The scarcity continues. Nigerians, I need us all to stay wise. Don't be bought by just little things, little efforts that are being contributed to us citizens. We deserve much more than a bag of rice. What are you using to cook the rice? You need oil, you need fish, you need meat, you need tomatoes to cook the rice. Are you going to eat raw rice? Don't be deceived. Cry out, come out and protest. Legally, we have rules and regulations to this protest thing. You don't have to be violent about it. You don't have to. So let's do this thing peacefully and we'll pray for a better Nigeria.
We'll be right back shortly after the break. Stay tuned.
Hope you're on break. What next to brace for more floods, I mean? So more brace up for more also flushes in this country. Like.
About 52 local government areas in 20 states have been affected by this year's floods. The figure is expected to rise to 33 states between August and October, based on the agency's prediction. NEMA advised state governments to relocate their citizens in flood-prone areas to safe places. Its Director General, Zubaida Umar, spoke during the National Emergency Coordination Forum meeting yesterday in Abuja. The NEMA boss said 3 persons had died so far in some communities that were told what to do to prevent death but ignored the safety measures during flooding. Now, these are your news headlines for this morning. We'll be diving into our special segment for today. Like I said, today's special segment now one correct one, because this is something that we all can relate to, as our special segment today is what the values, the ideologies that were instilled in us as children and how they have affected our lives positively or negatively. As we grow and develop, the beliefs and adaptability helping us navigate life's obstacles, while the negative effect is what limiting beliefs, injured personal growth and potential, fear and anxiety leading to phobias or discriminatory behaviors. Now, I would want to say that these values and ideologies that were instilled in us as children have more of the negative impact.
Yes.
For example, a friend of mine during my survey yesterday, she said when she dey grow dey come, then tell her say make she no swallow orange seed, because if she swallow orange seed, the thing go grow for her head. Of how to add this. So another one that they instilled in me as a child was, my grandma told me that courage, now you don dey grow. Then I was just about 5-6 years old then. She say as you don dey grow, so make man no touch your chest o. If you touch your chest, you go get belle. Now that was what she told me, and I have this ideology that only adult women were permitted to get pregnant and give birth to children.
Yes.
So on that fateful day, I went to school. During lunch break, I went out to go and get something. As I was coming back, a little boy was running, and in a bit to prevent himself from crashing into me, he used his hands to touch my chest. And I fell down, and the thing rang in my mind that my grandmother said, if any man touch you for chest, you go get belle. I threw away the biscuits I went to buy, and I placed my 2 hands on my head, and I started crying. I don't get belle, oh, I don't get belle. Oh. People like, why is this guy wailing like this? I was crying bitterly.
What did your grandmother say about this?
I left the school bag, and I started going home. I said, hey, I don't disappoint my grandmama. Oh. My grandmama go kill me today. I don't get belle. Then one of my teachers, Uncle Courage, he took my bag and said, he wants to know what is wrong with this girl. Everybody was like, what was wrong with Courage? Why is she coming? Because I was a very popular kid then in my area. So we got to the house. My grandmother was like, she came out, why you dey cry? You know why you say you take come back from school? Why you don't come back from school? I say, you know that, so I don't disappoint you. I don't get belle. She said, how now you take get belle? I said, I go allow man touch my chest. She started laughing.
Can you imagine?
She laughed and laughed and laughed. Do you know that she did not tell me? She did not educate me. I didn't know better. She now started explaining to the people around her, now wetin I tell am just to put fear for our body.
Why would she do something like
now,
that?
I only knew better when I was in GSS2. I started living with my parents, and that day happened in school that another boy, I can never forget that boy's name, Chris. The guy also hit my chest as he was playing. I went to sit down and say, God, how will I tell this to that I am pregnant? How will I start explaining?
You're already in GSS2.
Yes, I was already in GSS2. But as God would say, you cannot get pregnant by just a man touching your chest. So you can see that these ideologies that were instilled in us as children have more of the negative impact in our lives. Please, Joy, before I continue with my own experiences, share us some of your stories.
You are talking about this don't allow any man to touch you. They say me cannot let man touch me. Your own is don't touch your chest. Don't allow a man to touch you at all. If they touch you or even whisper, even wave at you, you get pregnant. So I had this mindset like, if man just talk to me or touch me, since I was in my puberty then, so I can get pregnant. So I was avoiding guys in my school. I was so scared. Not until they taught us, started seeing my menstruation, they were to a guy. So I started making male friends. That was when I started making male friends. Before now, I would just run away from boys. I know they talk to boys. If you are in my streets, you are a guy, I know they talk to you, I avoid you. I don't want to get pregnant. My mom would say, if you get belle, now you know if you get belle, you don't get husband, nobody go green marry you. So I was just so scared. Parents should stop this. I don't know if the Gen Z generation can relate to what you are saying, because this thing has a more negative impact in our lives as children. So we have more experience to share with us. Could you just continue?
Okay. Another one that I believe most children that grew up in typical Benin families can relate to is this mune fireflies. Then I don't know if fireflies still come out at night. I haven't experienced. I haven't seen one in ages. So then my grandmother used to tell us that, if you kill mune for night, you go peace for house. Then no child, they not just permit a catch you peace for house, because we live in a very big yard. They will flog you and they will disgrace you. So there was one night that those then will catch them, put them in transparent containers and because I mistakenly killed one. That night I did not sleep well. I was scared. They cannot go peace for house. I almost did all night. But as God will have it, I believe that God had mercy on me because I slept exactly. And I woke up, I did not dead wet. Now another one is this what is it called? This cattle regret. And then as a child we call it leke. Then we have this belief that anytime we see them flying, and we
those
sing
white
leke
birds.
leke give me water finger bambo, then
still
if
have
you give
one, I
us
still have one,
water finger. Now that was what we were made to believe as children. If you want your fingers to be beautiful,
Yes.
anytime you see cattle egrets in the morning, just sing to them. Leke leke give me water. You know that I had that ideology even till now. When I went to serve,
my
where I went
God.
to serve, the majority of the people there, they are cattle rearers.
Okay.
So one morning I came out, I was preparing for CDS one Friday morning, and I just saw some flying. I was like, leke leke, give me. I didn't know when that song came out from my
So this
mouth.
happened recently.
It happened recently before I came back to Benin. I was like, Jesus Christ. I already sang and flapped my fingers before it
So that they
occurred
opened
to me that this thing no dey happen. So these and many more are the fears that they instilled in us as children. Now another one they said was, if you shout person name for night,
Yes.
now evil spirits go answer
Yes,
you.
it's
They
true.
also said that if you whistle at night, you are attracting
Evil
evil
spirits
spirits.
to your house.
You know that this thing is still being carried out in most Nigerian homes
They
today.
believe it. It's like
Yes.
a societal belief.
Yes,
I also
yes,
have
exactly.
one. I don't sleep with my tummy facing the ceiling. I can't sleep like this. I have to either turn against my bed
Lie on
or with my
stomach.
side. So the thing is, they will tell you, and your spirit will leave you while you're sleeping like that. You just go to another world. So I was so scared. Even up till now, I don't sleep like that. I will not even feel comfortable. Many others, if I have a cracked voice, my mom then she will say, look for a hole in the corner of the house, those insert hole,
Yes.
and whisper into the hole that your voice will be open.
How does
And
it
one thing
work?
about this thing, once you believe it, it feels as if it works for you.
Exactly.
So all these things have been following us subconsciously. We just start manifesting all those things, and this is a societal belief for most Nigerian children. I don't know about this Gen Z generation. If you can relate, if you have experience like that, you can share with us on the comment sections on YouTube.
My friend also said that she has this aversion for lizards because they told her then that if a lizard should pass through your leg as a woman, is a clear indication
That
that
you're
you soon get pregnant or that you are pregnant. So she said anytime she sees a lizard running towards her, she will jump, not for the fear of the lizard, but because of that age-long ideology that is not medically proven. Now the last one before we go, for that if you drink coconut water, you go dull.
No,
You'll
be done.
they also tell us say, but if you dey swallow the seed wey dey inside coconut, you go dey very intelligent. I grew up saying, no, I will not drink coconut water. Even my father comes visiting and he drinks coconut. I say, come and drink from the water. I will say no.
It's a treat. He really wants to drink.
He say make I no drink coconut water, but if the seed dey inside, they give me. Then I now attributed my intelligence to coconut seed.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
anytime the household buys coconut, I'm always clamoring to swallow. Then they told us not just don't chew it.
You have to swallow it.
Swallow it without water.
Coconut that comes with the seed.
Exactly. So any opportunity I get to swallow coconut, and once I swallow it, I feel powerful. I say yes. My IQ don't increase. Then during my research, I discovered that coconut water is actually very good for children because it contains fiber, it contains vitamin A and also B vitamins. So these are ideologies that have been passed down from one generation to the other, which has more of the negative effects on us than the positive effect. I hope you enjoyed today's segment.
Because I did.
Yeah, I did too. So catch us live on Friday by 9 a.m. My name remains Courage Oluwakemi Yusuf.
And I am Joy Egwopun.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
You are watching the Morning Spotlight on Magnet TV with Kemi and Joy. You are watching the Morning Spotlight on Magnet TV with Kemi and Joy. You are watching the Morning Spotlight on Magnet TV with Kemi and Joy. You are watching the Morning Spotlight on Magnet TV with Kemi and Joy. You are watching the Morning Spotlight on Magnet TV with Kemi and Joy. You are watching the Morning Spotlight on Magnet TV with Kemi and Joy.